Hi guys, it's Jean Filson. I've got a job that I need to do on an outdoor patio here. Estimated it when it was really warm out, and it is now the end of October, 27th I believe, and it rained all night, all day and all night, and so I'm gonna try and get it dried up and start it today because my days are now very limited. So this is my mock-up, and hopefully it'll look something like that. I was planning a couple weeks on this mural, but because of the weather, I'm gonna have to do it as quick as possible. So we'll see how that works out. So am I making an excuse for if it turns out crappy? No, because if I show you this video, it turned out okay. And if it turns out crappy, I'm not showing anybody. So here we go. So there's a few things that I should have considered when I started painting this mural in the fall at 40 degrees temperature. And those things I definitely learned by the end of this day. Trying to make these really smooth gradients, and I can't see it. On top of that, I put the first coat on at 10 a.m. It is about 1:15. It is still not dry. Too wet. Yeah, I guess I'll just wait. I don't know what else to do. Fun. So once the sun was on there for a while, it got dried up and I was able to complete my gradients, and everything started looking pretty well, and then I realized something. So I decided this morning to change the plan, which is never a good thing, because I planned this, I practiced it, and then I decide when I get here that I'm going to try something new. So this is me going back to the original plan. Yeah, so it's never a brilliant idea to decide to do something different when you get there in the morning after you had everything planned out. It was completely stressing me out, but I got the gradient looking pretty good, and very hesitantly started painting clouds on top of it. I thought in my head that I had a clear idea of exactly how I was going to do them. However, yeah, it turned into a muddled mess, and I lost my lighting, and I was freezing, and I was mixing colors wrong, and got kind of frustrated. Wanted to work through the night, got my light, but I made some mistakes and my paint's not drying. So I don't know what to do. It's wet. First time doing a sunset, so you know, I expected to make a few mistakes. Yeah, but my back is killing me. Yeah, that's not the color I meant to put there. I wouldn't be surprised if this was still wet when I got here in the morning. It's not really a whole lot I can do. Yeah, so at this point I feel like I'm just causing myself problems for tomorrow, so I'm gonna scrap it for the night. So I came here this morning thinking I had to redo the whole thing and feeling very frustrated, but thought I would try some spray paints and see if I could salvage what I've already got. Trying the spray paints mainly because it dries quicker, and it's supposed to rain this evening, so I don't want anything super wet. I'm getting there. I don't think I'm going to completely paint over it as of yet. So obviously I was getting pretty frustrated at this point, just trying to get everything color corrected and in the right spot, and yeah. Okay, well, I ran out of orange spray paint, so I ended up using the pink and yellow to pull out some of the oranges, and then I was still fighting the right side, and so I got creative. So the question is, did I just F it up, or is it better than it was. I'm not sure. I was having so much trouble with the clouds on that side that I just wanted to cover them up. I think it's okay. I think I'm gonna leave it for the most part. I may change my mind. So I was having so much trouble with that right side, and the tree is going to go right there, and I don't even know if you're going to be able to see it. So I just decided to stop, and I would do more detail later if it bothered me. So the paint store recommended a different brand of paint for this silhouette color because it has better coverage. So I put on that first layer and did some sketching and then went home. The next morning, yeah, it got down to 20 degrees and snowed, and when I got back after everything melted, this happened. Yeah, so apparently it was too cold when I painted it and it ran. So I spent the next day cleaning concrete and covering up the paint that was still on the wall so it wouldn't run, and then started fresh the next day. So I'm pushing for time here. I have one really good warm day to work, and I ran out of paint, and the paint I went to get to replace it did not match. So I ended up spending 2 hours of my beautiful day to get paint, which I was extremely happy about. But after that, then everything flowed pretty well and everything went real quickly. It does help to prepare in certain situations, but sometimes, like with this guy, no matter how much I prepared and practiced, and I still, you know, things happen. But everything on the silhouette part of it I had in my head and worked out well. So at this point, my iPhone died and didn't take the rest of that tree, and so I apologize I didn't get to tape the rest of it, but I got the majority of it done that evening. It was super cold, and decided to finish it up the next day. So this is what it looked like in the morning when I got there, and then I added some birds and bugs and flowers and stuff. And then I finished up some critters on the knee wall there, and I think they turned out pretty cute and got cleaned up, and I will show you the final version. So I'm pretty glad that I didn't spend any more time messing with the right side because you couldn't really see it through the tree. So I'm very happy with it. It turned out really nice. Thank you so much for watching. Have a nice day. Okay, see ya.